Ready.
Bacardi, Captain Morgan. Come on, why don't you live a little? Every day I see people get the same two things, Bacardi and Captain Morgan. And nothing against those two brands, but there are so many other great rums out there that are much more adventurous, and rum is all about adventure. So today we're going to talk about some rums that you've been walking past probably all your life. And I just want to be very clear that I'm not being sponsored by any of these brands. Rhum Barbancourt from Haiti. So Barbancourt is a rum from Haiti, and like every other Caribbean island or nation, Haiti is no exception to making great rum. Fantastic rum, even. And it's a funny story. I started carrying this because I have a lot of Haitian customers in my area, and they kept asking for this. So I was like, if this many people are asking, I should start carrying it. Soon after I started carrying it, a lot of people, whether they were Haitian or from elsewhere, started trying this rum, and it became a staple. Now it's hard for me to keep on the shelf. And a Haitian rum, or Barbancourt specifically, is not made out of molasses like your typical rum. It's made out of pure sugarcane juice. And this gives it a more cognac like refined finish. So this actually tastes more elaborate, more high end than a rum would normally taste. Now, don't let that make you feel priced out. Let's look at their white rum. Their white rum, which is 110 proof, by the way, is only 19.99. Their 4-year aged rum is 22.99. Their 29, sorry, their 8-year rum is 29.99. And sometimes you might be lucky and you might find one of their allocated bottles. This is their Liberty edition to celebrate Haitian independence. These are not common, but if you find one, it may be worth the money. And in this case, it is a 189.99. Go ahead. So from Nicaragua, we have Flor de Caña. And this rum is amazing because it just has this really refreshing feel to it. But what makes it interesting, especially their clear rum, their Extra Seco 4-year, is it's aged 4 years in a barrel, but it's charcoal filtered to make clear again. So the price is only $16.99, and that's the same price for the uncharcoal filtered one. Now we're going to look at the 8-year, $23.99, $34.99. Now I know both of these would be more expensive than Bacardi or Captain Morgan, but I just wanted to show you that to show you the more comprehensive lineup of Flor de Caña. These are the two that I really wanted to focus on in terms of cost. So this video is not only going to be about cost saving, it's going to be about quality improvement. Appleton Estates from Jamaica. Now, if you're tired of boring mixers, this is the rum for you. With its notes of citrus and its Jamaican funk, which is a crucial part and concept in the Jamaican rum making process. This one is by hands down one of the most amazing rums I've ever tasted. And let's look at the price. $30.99 for the 8-year reserve, and then this is the regular. $23.99. This is their standard, their signature, and this is their 8-year reserve. So $23.99, $30.99. Coming in from Bermuda, we have Goslings. A lot of people write Goslings off thinking it's only good for a dark and stormy, but it has way more uses than that. In fact, with the notes of butterscotch it has and its other robust flavors, you can transform your rum and coke into a whole different experience than you would with Captain Morgan or Bacardi. So let's look at the prices. Now the regular is $23.99, and the 151 proof is $29.99. And I will note that these are different size bottles, but I do think that's still worth the money. Mount Gay from Barbados. If you want a rum with no artificial flavors or sweeteners, but you still want the same like taste and notes of banana, fruit, and oak, Mount Gay is for you. Okay, this is from Barbados, and it is the oldest rum distiller, the oldest working rum distillery in the world. So they know what they're doing. Now let's look at the Eclipse, which is their signature product. 24.99, 29.99 for the Navy Strength, and for the Black Barrel, 39.99. There you go. Papa's Pilar from Key West, Florida, USA. Oh, From Florida, USA, we have Papa's Pilar Rum, or Papa's Pilar Rum. I always say it wrong, even though I drink it all the time. Um, this is named after one of Ernest Hemingway's most famous works, and we have their flagship blonde, which has been aged in barrels to just enough to give it this like straw color. You'll have tastes of apricot, and it has a buttery texture, a creamy buttery texture. A lot of local bars use this to make cocktails. Now we have their flagship dark, and that one is going to be aged in bourbon, sherry, and port barrels, giving it a more robust finish. Another amazing one. Now we have their rye finish. So this one is finished in their rye barrel, in a rye barrel, and it is phenomenal. If you like rye whiskey, this is for you. Even if you don't like rye whiskey, this is for you. And then this one is finished in a sherry cask. So all around, the flavoring techniques used by Papa's Pilar are world class, and that's what makes them a force to be reckoned with. I also really like the chain connecting the bottle to the lid. You know, when you start drinking, sorry, I had a customer come in, but as I was saying, this chain comes in handy because once you start drinking, it's really easy to lose the lid. So that's just a plus with Papa's Pilar. So this is another staple in the Sarasota, Florida area, Siesta Key. So they're named after one of the most famous islands and beaches, Siesta Key. They're well known for they're most well known for their toasted coconut rum. Let's start with their regular. Their regular silver rum is $26.99 and is perfect for mixing. Their spiced is $26.99 as well, and they use real ingredients, no shortcuts. Their toasted coconut, they actually put real coconut in their stills when they're distilling the rum. It is phenomenal. I think they're in other states now. I believe they're in Georgia now and soon to be in other states. So they're not exclusive to Florida anymore. But before they were, or when they still were exclusive to Florida, tourists would come load up with these before they went back up north. So that speaks for itself. And I'm glad we added it to the list. Now, I will say the coconut, the regular toasted coconut is dangerous. You cannot really taste the alcohol in it. So it's really easy to finish an entire bottle in one evening, so I've heard. Honorable mention to Broken Plank from Sarasota, Florida, USA. Now, Broken Plank is not officially on my list. It's given honorable mention, but that's only because you cannot get it everywhere. Right now, it's still very new, and they're only in the counties surrounding Sarasota, so they're not even statewide yet. But similar to Siesta Key, they're made in Florida, have natural ingredients, take pride in their work, and are distilled in copper pot stills. Now, I love their clear, but let's talk about their island spiced rum. This spiced rum is phenomenal as even just over ice. Their toasted coconut, also amazing, also dangerous like the Siesta Key coconut rum because it's so good you can't taste the alcohol. Now, my favorite rum from their lineup is their dark rum. This one is aged in American oak barrels and it resembles a whiskey in some sort. So if you're a whiskey person, this rum out of everything that I've shown is perfect for you. Now, thank you guys for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed learning about these new rums. If you already knew about them, let me know in the comments. If you feel like there are some rums that I should have added, let me know in the comments. And unlike my previous videos, which you should also check out about vodkas and tequilas, I was not just emphasizing like low cost or cost savings. And this time I was just saying be more adventurous with rum. There are other rums out there other than Bacardi or Captain Morgan that a lot of people walk past. So hopefully you learned something today and hit that subscribe button if you want to see more.